Well, today we're going to be working on the road foundations.
Train, 16 coaches long.
Now you see why. Now, it's only the road foundations for up around the city and the dirt road, and this one little piece here that comes out of town and goes off the side. What I did was I laid the 1-inch risers. What you do is you run your 1-inch riser. Now I tell you what, those little platforms now that they can move, it made putting these things in the exact spot. See, I can still move these things around. I can still move them around to get these risers and all to work the way I want. Up top, there's my dirt road coming down. I got to wind it a little bit. It's going to intersect here so that as you're coming into town, you can make a little turn off and go up the hill if you want to. And then the city will be here, and then I can only envision a town square kind of thing, in and out, one road in and out with a square road. It doesn't mention anything about the road from here to here, but I'm going to make it anyway. I'll cut me a piece to here, cut this piece, join it in on my dirt road, probably at an angle, more of an angle. And then it crosses here by the plans. If you look, I used a combination of this and this picture right here to see where that road's supposed to cross at, and that right there. So just between the three of them, I just kind of come up with my own little plan of how I want to do it. Road will come out of town, cut here. It says to make a piece in here later, and it has it's a whole different, let me see if I can find it here. Right here, it says make roads and streets, and then you notch the bed and put some stuff in there and get some stuff and squish it on there and whatever. I'll worry about that later. I'm just gonna make it normal for now, and I may put a platform in there, but I've actually had to go back, and since this road crosses here, you can see the outline where I put my road here, and where it crosses to go out of town here. And then I'm going to go out the side. I'm not going to go out the front. I'm going to go out the side over here. And so I had to make me another piece to go in here. Got some legs on it, and that way it'll give it a good solid for the road coming through. And I may make a piece to go in here just in case. And I'll put this piece here. Then this piece here is kind of floppy, so you have to put it up with some newspaper when you go to do the newspaper. But I like the town about where I've got it here, so I think I'm just going to leave it because it just works in with the road a little bit better. And on the other side, it's I think I left enough room up there. I'm going to have a creek coming down from the top, running down beside the still and all that stuff, and then running off series of waterfalls down into a pond here, and then the pond or creek will run out underneath the bridge. So looking forward to all that, but you know, that's down the road. Let's get this road thing worked on here a little bit. that's right. It's gonna have to be right. There's one.
Way off in the distance I can hear a familiar sound. It's an old lonesome freight train headed out of town. I close my eyes and I can dream of a time that used to be, when the freight train was the biggest thing a little boy had ever seen. I could see the smoke arising from the stack so high and mighty, and steam would belch out from the wheels of that old 2290. And the engineer would wave his hat to the people along the track. He'd fade off in the distance, but tomorrow he'd come back. Well, today there are so many things to fill a young man's dreams, and I guess an old freight train just ain't what it used to be. But for those of us who live back in that time it used to be, still think an old freight train is the biggest thing we'd ever seen. I can see the smoke arising from the stack so high and mighty, and the steam would belch out from the wheels of that.
Okay, platforms are now all secured down into place. I did add another one in here, and I did it at the 2-inch level here. I put some 1.5-inch ones underneath there. This was up here for the train station. Hopefully that's going to be okay. I just needed it said I may need to put a little place right here. This one little, I may find a little piece to go in there. Covered up in here because the road goes across this way. The road goes up into the city. The city is now, hopefully that's okay. The road goes up into town, probably a circle up into town. This is the dirt road that goes up to the upper area, and that's all completed, and that's all secured down. Now this here I can make the road windy as it goes up, but that's all done with newspaper in a little bit, I was told, and I can get the slope of it just right, but generally that's how the road goes up. You can see the outline of the road coming across here. It comes through here. I got it drawn here, and I got these going out the side, the road. Now this stuff is really taking a beating on the edges from me dragging cords and other stuff across it, and dragging cords across. Right here, I even thought that would support my weight, so I leaned on it apparently and snapped one of the legs. The more and more of the styrofoam you get on there, the more careful you're going to have to be, and this thing's really kind of delicate. Okay, that's going to take care of platforms and roads, and let's take a look and see what's next. Catch you on the next one.